Release the footage, all of it. The Metropolitan Police has announced it will release more body-worn video footage in an effort to improve transparency, combat misleading edited clips online, and rebuild public trust. Commissioner Mark Rowley said the policy aims to provide the full picture when incidents go viral through short clips taken out of context. And honestly, I completely agree. In fact, I think they should go further, release more footage, release it faster, release it whenever legally possible. Because if the public is going to judge police encounters, then the public deserves to see the encounter, not 10 seconds, not 12 seconds, not a conveniently edited clip uploaded by somebody who started recording halfway through the incident. The whole thing, 10 seconds, is not an investigation. One of the strangest developments of the social media era is the belief that a 10-second video clip is somehow equivalent to evidence. It isn't. It's a fragment, a snapshot, a tiny piece of a larger story. Yet every single day, millions of people watch a clip online and immediately appoint themselves detective, prosecutor, judge, jury, psychologist, use of force expert, all before finishing breakfast. Context changes everything. That's why body cam footage matters. Context matters. What happened before the arrest? What happened before force was used? What instructions were given? How many warnings were issued? Was the suspect complying? Were officers being threatened? Were weapons involved? Those details matter enormously, and short clips rarely show any of them. The Met specifically says it wants to counter narratives created by selective and edited footage that can provide only a partial picture of an incident. Honestly, good. American body cams changed everything. One reason I support this approach is because we've already seen what widespread body cam footage has revealed elsewhere, and the truth is often uncomfortable. Sometimes the footage reveals police misconduct. Sometimes officers behaved poorly. Sometimes force was excessive. Sometimes procedures were ignored. And when that happens, I am grateful the footage exists because accountability matters, truth matters, transparency matters. But the footage reveals something else too. It also reveals something many people did not expect. A huge number of police encounters begin with a perfectly reasonable request, then spiral into complete chaos because somebody refuses to cooperate. We've all seen it. An officer asks for identification. The person refuses. The officer repeats the request. The person becomes aggressive. The officer explains the law. The person starts shouting. 10 minutes later, social media receives a 12-second clip titled Police Attack Innocent Person. Meanwhile, the previous 15 minutes have mysteriously vanished into another dimension. Human beings are not always rational. This is something social media struggles to accept. People are emotional, impulsive, angry, drunk, high, frightened, unpredictable, and body cam footage often captures that reality in painful detail. The footage frequently shows officers attempting patience long before force enters the picture. Not always, but often. And that's exactly why context matters. The Golders Green example says a lot. The Met pointed to the recent Golders Green terror incident as an example of why rapid footage release matters. Online criticism emerged regarding officers' use of force. Then bodycam footage was released showing officers confronting and arresting an armed suspect. Suddenly the narrative looked very different. That doesn't mean police are always right. It means evidence matters more than assumptions. Transparency protects everyone. This is the beautiful thing about body cams. They don't only protect police, they protect the public too. If an officer acts improperly, the camera records it. If a suspect is mistreated, the camera records it. If an accusation is false, the camera records it. The technology doesn't care about political tribes. It records what happened, and that's exactly what makes it valuable. We need less guessing and more evidence. Modern public debate has become addicted to instant judgment. Everybody wants a verdict immediately. Nobody wants an investigation. Nobody wants patience. Nobody wants evidence. They want outrage, preferably before lunch, but bodycam footage interrupts that cycle. It forces people to confront reality instead of assumptions. Sometimes that reality supports the police, sometimes it condemns them. Either way, it is better than speculation. The public can handle the truth. One argument against broader footage release has always been that people might misunderstand what they're seeing. Honestly, I think the public can handle it. Show the footage, show the beginning, show the middle, show the end. Let people see the interaction unfold. Trust citizens enough to evaluate evidence for themselves. The Met is right about edited clips, because edited clips are everywhere now. A confrontation lasting 20 minutes becomes 20 seconds. A warning becomes invisible. A threat disappears. A weapon vanishes. An assault gets cropped out. Then millions of people consume a version of reality that never actually existed. That is dangerous, and it damages trust. Good officers need protection too. This part gets ignored constantly. Most police officers will never become famous. Most are not appearing on television. Most spend their careers responding to difficult situations involving people at their absolute worst moments. When edited clips falsely portray those officers, they deserve protection too. Commander Nirav Patel said selective online footage can undermine officers and that fuller footage helps show the reality of what they face. That's a reasonable point. And when police get it wrong, release that footage too. Seriously, all of it. If officers make mistakes, show the mistakes. If procedures fail, show the failures. If misconduct occurs, show the misconduct. Because transparency only works when it applies to everyone equally, not just when the footage is flattering. The Met's new policy explicitly acknowledges there will be occasions when officers have not got things right, and says transparency remains important in those cases too. That is exactly the right approach. The Met wants to release more body-worn footage to rebuild trust and challenge misleading online narratives. I support that completely. In fact, I'd go even further. My position is simple. If the footage exists and legal constraints allow it, release it, because I'm tired of trial by TikTok. I'm tired of verdicts delivered by people who watched 9 seconds of video and suddenly believe they're constitutional lawyers. I'm tired of edited clips being treated as complete evidence, and I'm tired of narratives forming before facts arrive. Sometimes the footage will reveal police misconduct. Good. The public deserves to know. Sometimes the footage will reveal unreasonable, aggressive, or dangerous behavior from suspects. Good. The public deserves to know that too. Because truth should not be selective, evidence should not be tribal, and justice should not depend on who uploaded the first clip. Release the footage. Release more of it. Release the good. Release the bad. Release the ugly. Then let reality speak for itself.